Besides the playoffs, this past week was arguably the most critical stretch of the season for Needham girls lacrosse. The Rockets prepared to play their final 2 regular season home games of the season against their most formidable opponents, Notre Dame Academy of Hingham and Westwood. Now, wins over both teams would likely catapult Needham into the #1 ranking in polls and potentially the top seed come playoff time. Up first was NDA on Saturday. Let's check out the highlights. Well, the Rockets had an early 2-1 lead in the first half. Kaylee Connery, she's behind the net. She passes to a cutting Caroline Walsh for the score. That would make it 3-1. And then later in the half, Needham's up 4-2 now. Kendall Milligan's going to make a nice dodge here, fires one low, and past the goalie to extend the lead to 3. A few minutes before the break, though, it's Charlotte Allard, and she finally strikes for the Cougars. She runs it all the way in here and then would rip a leaping shot right by Liz Valentini. It's a 5-3 Needham lead at halftime. Coming out in the second half would be crucial, and the Rockets come out and put the heat on immediately. Allie Hickey finds Sarah Conley off the loose ball. Conley gets it out front. She's able to get the shot there while being pulled down. Impressive shot there, and then it's Connery who would send a skip pass over to Conley for the easy goal there. 5 second half goals for Sarah Conley. The Rockets go on to an 8-1 run to open a 9-goal advantage on the top team in the state. NDA would respond though. They get a barrage of their own. Allard makes a run from behind the cage, somehow finds an opening on Valentini there, and then similarly to her first goal, she's going to streak in here, dodges a pair of defenders, and beats Valentini to the left side. That was part of 6 goals for NDA, 4 by Allard. It's a 13-10 game, folks, but the Rockets would not wilt under pressure off the face-off here. It's the Connery to Conley connection again, this time on a perfectly executed break. That goal came off the face-off from a free position goal for the Rockets, so Needham made it 15-10 there. They come out with the 16-11 victory over the #1 team in the state. Conley, as I said, she led the way with 5 goals. Connery tacks on 3 goals and 3 assists of her own, and Liz Valentini in net finished with 10 saves. Well, the Westwood game unfortunately proved to be a different result for the Rockets. The Wolverines scored the first 4 goals of the game and led by 5 at halftime. Needham trailed by as many as 9 in the second half before cutting the score to 15-9, which would prove to be the final. The Rockets would most likely be the #2 seed now if they were to win out. Meanwhile, the baseball team qualified for the state tournament with a win over defending Division I state champ Norwood last week. The Rockets won that game 5-3 after scoring 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th, and Charlie Sumner captured the win on the mound. Currently, Needham stands at 11-6 on the season.